everyone. So today I'm going to be doing another kind of makeup collection video of products I own the most of, and in this video I'm going to be showing you all of the smaller kind of eyeshadow palettes that I have. I already did my large palette, so if you want to see that video I will have it here. And since that video I have gotten more palettes just from things like BoxyCharm or subscription things, so there's a couple new palettes I have that are not in that video. But as far as small palettes, now typically I would call this like a small palette, but for the sake of this video I'm really kind of just focusing on like really small things, so anything that is either a duo or I don't really have any like hard and fast rules on what is called a small palette, but something like about, you know, this size or smaller. I have not counted them yet, so we will see how many I have at the end of this video, but I'll quickly go through and share with you guys what I have, what I think about them. And honestly I don't have as many as I did have because I got rid of a lot of them whenever I did my eyeshadow declutter, you know, like last year, beginning of this year, so I still don't have like as many as I did, but I still have way too many, so let's just get started. And I'm not really doing this in any particular order, I'm just pulling these out and seeing what I got. So this one is like one of my favorites, and I'm so sad that they discontinued this. This is a Wet n Wild 6-pan, like I think it was called the Color Icons. I loved all the ones that were in this line, but unfortunately I only bought like maybe 2 of them, but there was one I really wanted. It was like a peachy one with like a black, I don't know, it was so pretty, but this one I have used like to death. These are some of the best like matte shadows ever, like not even like these are the best cheap mattes or these are the best drugstore mattes, like I think these are some of the best matte shadows period. And I am sure when this came out it was like, you know, maybe like $5 or something. I completely used up this one shade up here. That one is Gone Girl, but these two are definitely my favorites. Now the shimmers are good as well, but I just don't really reach for those that much, but this is like my go-to matte eyeshadow palette for like neutrals and stuff. Like if there's ever a palette I have that just is missing certain colors, I always like have this with me as well. Just, it's so good. And similarly with the Wet n Wild, this one's very similar. It was one of their original 8-pan ones. These have very similar colors. I think that these are just slightly like not as good as the ones that were in here, but still pretty damn good for, you know, the price of these. I can't remember if you can still get this anymore or not. I feel like they definitely discontinued it whenever they redid their kind of eyeshadow palettes, but this one is just called the I Love Matte, and it's a good one. Again, this one I don't really use these colors that much, but these are perfect if you just need something like basic mattes to go with a palette. This is also a really good option. Again, with the Wet n Wild, I really am a huge fan of Wet n Wild. I haven't tried any of their things lately, but like old school Wet n Wild really was pretty good. This is the Comfort Zone palette, super like another one of those like kind of iconic mini palettes. It's got these really fun green colors over here, a lot of like neutral shimmer kind of colors. Now this one is like an all shimmer palette, so I definitely think it would be good to use like with something like this, but on its own, like as far as the shimmers, they are so pretty and one I really love. Now I knew they did like reformulate and repackage this, but I'm just sticking with this one because I don't really need a new one anyway. And similarly, another one, this one is the Petal Pusher one. This one's all purples. Again, all shimmers, which is not my favorite, but of course you can like just take 2 of these palettes, use them together, and you can get so many different looks. So definitely don't underestimate, and if you can still find these, they are totally worth it in my opinion. Wow, I didn't realize I had this many Wet n Wild ones. So here's another one of those original 6-pan ones. This one is the Pride one. Again, you got the mattes on this side, the shimmers on this side. This is so pretty. I haven't used this in a while. I kind of want to like break this out again. And then the last 3 of the Wet n Wilds ones that I have are the little trio ones. I think you can still find some of these. This one is called Silent Treatment. This one is, again, all shimmer. They did a lot of shimmers, but it has like a baby pink, kind of like a mauvey gray color, and then this like black shimmer one. So I've got that one. The next one I have, this one was like my go-to eyeshadow palette for the longest time, I think when I was in like high school. This one is called Walking on Eggshells. It's just like one of those perfect kind of, you know, everyday makeup ones. Again, I still think I would like obviously pull in matte shadows for these. And this one's very similar to the last one. It's just slightly more of a cooler one. This one's called Sweetest Candy. It's like almost the same like color story, just a hair bit cooler, where the other one is just a little bit peachier. But I think that's all of my Wet n Wild little palettes, but man, they were some of my favorites. So I have a couple NYX ones. Now these ones I really did like, but I haven't used them in quite a while. And these are from the NYX Love in Paris collection. This one is called Madeleines and Macarons. I don't even know if they still sell these or not. Now I use these a lot, but they really weren't the best quality, especially these shimmers. I really didn't like them. They're too crumbly and just not good. The mattes were okay, nothing like super amazing, but I still kind of like, I don't know, can't get rid of it for some reason. I love the packaging of it, because it's so like nice and concise and really like, you know, no wasted space. And for 9 shadows, I feel like that's a really easy to travel with kind of palette. So I have that one, and then the other one I had is called Let Them Eat Cake, which I loved because of the name, which is like very Marie Antoinette-ish, even though she never said that. This one has a few more kind of like satiny finish ones, which is not my favorite, but just another one I kind of can't let go. And this is like way throwback. This is the NYX 10 color one. This is from the, what's it called? The Runway collection, Champagne and Caviar. This one I have used like to death. There are 2 colors that are like completely gone. The only thing I didn't like was that all the colors are super similar. Like those are all just like a shimmery taupey kind of brown in slightly different colors. But this was like my go-to eyeshadow palette when I was in college. Like I used this all the time. So it's another one that's really old and I haven't used, but I kind of like can't get rid of it. And I used to have a lot more of these, but I decluttered them in the last one. These are the NYX Trios. These are like, again, super throwback. This one is in the trio In the Woods. So this one's a little bit more of like colors I'd wear. Again, these are all shimmers. Why did they always put all shimmers together? But those are nice and really pretty colors. These I remember getting and I was like super like in love with the idea of them because they were so little. These are from Smashbox. I have 2 of them. They're about the size of a credit card. They're a little bit thicker, but you know, about the size of that. So I really liked the idea of that because it was so small. It was something I could like take with me to class or something if I need to fix my makeup. So I have the double exposure and the full exposure, and these are basically like little versions of their full palette. So that one is the double exposure and that one is the full exposure. Now what I didn't like about these was like, although they are really small eyeshadows, I felt like the quality of these were really just not that good. I don't have any like full size of the like Smashbox shadows, and I've just always heard that they're a lot better than what this would lead me to believe. So I don't know if there's like a quality issue, but I paid a lot of money for these. Looking back on it, I think I paid $25 for like each of these, like $25 and $25, $50 for these 2 things. Not worth it at all in my opinion, but I kind of feel like I can't let it go. But another kind of those like really small, easy to travel with things. So I got that. Now moving on to just some like random one-offs ones that I have. This is a Physicians Formula one. I'm sure I got this one because of the packaging. It just says Nude on it. It was one of those like, you know, shimmer strip kind of ones. Again, all shimmers. And it was one I felt like I could have let go, but I didn't want to because I think it was just so cute because it kind of has like this fishnet on it. But I don't know why I still have this, but I do. Another random one-off. This is the Revlon Color Stay in the color Enchanted. This one's actually really pretty. I like these colors, but again, all shimmer. I've never realized how many all shimmer little mini palettes I have, but I love the colors of that one. That one's really pretty. This one is an Ulta one. It's an eyeshadow quad, and the colors are Truffle, Polished Smoke, and Black Ink. Now they used to give these out like all the damn time. If you like bought so much like $20 worth of Ulta products, they would do these little gift bags and stuff, which I think they still do. I used to have a lot more of these, but I decluttered them. So this is, I think, the only one I ended up keeping. So yeah, I really like these colors as well. It's very similar to what I'm wearing now, but just a really pretty palette, and again, all shimmer. Now this next one I have, I do believe, I think is a knockoff product that I bought. So it's the Urban Decay Naked Basics. But like I said, I think this is one of the knockoff ones that I bought, and I was going to do a video about knockoff makeup, but I ended up never doing it. So I still have this in case I ever do want to do it, but this is just a really like not good eyeshadow palette. Obviously it's a knockoff and not really one I feel comfortable using, but for some reason I keep saving it just in case I need it for something. But yeah, so I don't use that one, but if I had the original one, I feel like I would definitely like it because there's so many times where you want to like use something like this, but you don't have all the colors to create like a full look. Like for me, all shimmer is just a no-go. So having something like this, so like a really little palette, is just perfect for, you know, additional palettes. Another random one-off that I have, this is a Maybelline Eye Studio. It's in the color Green with Fashion. So it was one of these that came out like forever ago. I got mine from Big Lots for $3. I got it because I really liked that green color, but again, I haven't used these in forever. At least there's like, nope, that's not matte either. All shimmer palette again. I have an idea that I'm going to kind of do a similar thing like with how I've been doing with my larger palettes, where I do one each month and just use that palette. And then at the end of the month, I decide whether I want to keep it or not. I think I'm going to do a very similar thing like that with my smaller palettes, but maybe do them like either 2 different palettes a month or like do it weekly or something. So that's why I still haven't gotten rid of a lot of these yet, even though some of them I feel like I know I don't want. I want to give them a really good try before I get rid of them. This next one is one from Victoria's Secret, which I never buy makeup from, and this one I'm pretty sure I got from like one of their sales. This is just an eyeshadow duo and it's called Jewel Thief. And it looks like this. Two random colors that I don't really think go together, and they're, hey, both shimmer. So this one's just like one of those little, like, it's actually kind of really tacky and cheap looking with like the little rhinestones, but for some reason I still have this as well. Oh wait, I do have one more of those Ulta ones. This one actually, like, one of the shadows is kind of broken, so I should probably like throw that piece away. This one is in the color Truffle, Trendsetter, Platinum, and Granite. This one, again, all like satiny. There's like no true matte in here, but got that one as well. So I actually have two of those left. These are all mini eyeshadow things that I got. These are from Coastal Scents. I don't know if they still do these, but I really liked when they did. I feel like you could actually get some good use out of these for a little bit. So I have a whole bunch of different ones. There's like this purpley one. This one is called Sunday Fun Day. This one is from the Revealed palette. Then this one is called, this one doesn't have a name, it's just Set 18, Polar Bear, Tropic Green, Honeysuckle, and Alpengeist. And then the last one I have is called Bewitched, and this one is Olive Wood, Elven Gold, Empress Teal, and Kodiak. So these I like to save because number one, they're actually not that bad for eyeshadows, and they were cute and they were free, and I like to use these whenever I do like my sample makeup challenge, which I haven't done in a while, but I kind of feel like I want to do that again soon. So that's why I have these, and they're just so cute. And the last two I have are both Korean brand ones. So this one I've shown before. I meant to do an update video on this one, but I haven't, so maybe I'll do that sometime. But this is the Peri Para Doll Factory, I think it was called the Sugar Twinkle Glitter Palette. Just so you know, I hate this palette. It really is not good eyeshadow at all. It's kind of cool as like a topper eyeshadow over dark bases, like actually looks pretty cool. But I got this because the packaging was really cute and I wanted to try it just in case on the chance that it was good, but in my opinion it's not. I think I only paid like 10 bucks for it, but it is super cute. So I have that one, and there's not too many Korean eyeshadows that I think are very good, but this one I do really like. This one is from Chateau Labiat. It's in the color 11 o'clock. I can't remember what the name of the collection was. I feel it was like Momentique might have been it, but this is like a little trio and it's really pretty. It actually does have one matte shadow in it and two shimmer ones. So this one's really pretty, and like obviously I got it because the packaging, it looks like a little timepiece, little like pocket watch. So that one's really cute, and the actual shadows of these are not bad at all. It's just the colors are a little bit different than what I would typically use. So, and the last one I have, I think it's the last one. This is another Korean one that I wasn't really that big of a fan of. This one is the Etude Blend for Eyes. Yeah, Blend for Eyes. And it looks like this. It's just like 4 little colors. It has like 2 shimmers, one like kind of matte, and then one like satiny kind of color. Again, just colors I don't really like, so I can't get rid of this one yet though because it's so cute. Okay, so I've counted them all up, and I didn't think I had this many, but I have 29 of these like little eyeshadow palettes, which is definitely more than I need. So I'm sure eventually I will get around to like decluttering more of these because I honestly just don't find myself using them that much. But again, I want to really dedicate a good like use to them and really test them out again and see if they're worth keeping or not, because some of these really are surprising products. And I absolutely hate decluttering. Like, I like watching them, but then they also like hurt me like to my core, like just getting rid of makeup and stuff. So, but I know I have too much of it, so I'm sure eventually I will declutter them again, but I want it to be like a really meaningful declutter and not just like, I'll just get rid of it. I want to like be okay with my decision to get rid of it and not just throw it away for the sake of throwing it away. So that is it for this products I own the most of for my small eyeshadow palettes. Again, I will be doing some for like lipstick, color correctors, perfume, so many other things as well. So look out for the next part soon. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, link is below. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.